I will not present any slides. I prefer to discuss with you. So if you can turn it's better. May I speak louder or speak louder? Okay. I will try. Maybe open window is better for
fresh air.
fresh air.
Okay.
Why I'm here and why I want to speak about cooperation between PR people and social networks managers and people. I work in PR industry since 2004, and I think my first social network is LinkedIn, and I created my account on LinkedIn in 2004 or 3. So all my professional life in that industry, I integrate public relations, media, and then social networks. And in all my career in public relations, I see problem that people from PR have no experience with social networks. They know that there are Facebook, they know that there is Twitter, they know sometimes that there are other social networks, but don't use it. Only for one-way communication, only for marketing campaigns. And in social media, there is many young people who want to communicate and who want to do some things and some relations on social networks, but don't have experience and background in communication. And I think that the two worlds have to connect, to join, and building the brands and the relations together. In social networks and in public relations, I think the principles of communications are the same, and people from PR can learn many things and many tools from people from social networks, and people from social networks can learn more about communications and building relations. I think this is two misunderstandings of how to do the work. Of course, in many companies, the problem is that people from social media, responsible for social media, are from marketing department or online department, and people from PR are in CEO department or out of the structure. So the first problem that is that people don't have the same goals and don't follow the same integrated strategy. I think. What are the goals for social media managers and for PR managers? First, I think, is be prepared for crisis. This is not the question if crisis will happen, but when. So you have to build a brand, you have to have connections to influencers, not celebrities, but influencers. This is the difference. You have to set the agenda. You cannot only follow what is happening in classical media and in social media. You have to set the agenda. So you need to have some strategy and fulfill it. And of course, you have to have connections to influencers. For me, it's very interesting that many public relations managers don't know who are the influencers for their brands on social networks.
I have a question. What's the difference between celebrities and influencers?
Yes, for example, Miloš Čermák is on Czech social network celebrity and influencer, but this is because he's now in Econom, and he don't have only many followers and many friends on Facebook, but can influence other journalists and other influencers on social network. David Grudel, for many of brands, is not influencer; it's only celebrity. It's nice to have tweet from David. It's nice to have David on event, but he will not impact other journalists. So you have to differentiate between celebrities. They are important,
So the
but
difference is in the impact.
impact, yeah, because you follow not only one goal, but you must build awareness. You must be in contact, in touch with influencers, and you have to be prepared for crisis. And imagine if your company, for example, Maru maybe remember that a few months ago asked me to help with one client because she shared something on Facebook and media reacted and the client asked what does it mean. So it's only on identification of influencers, not celebrities. I will switch to my point of view. How can people from social media inspire people in PR? Who are from PR here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Other from social media or IT? Social media. And the rest?
Mixture.
You? You, for example?
From PR.
From PR, okay.
And this guy?
Okay, and the rest is here on my presentation. Okay.
I mix that because I'm the manager of PR and social media, so
That's perfect
yeah, I
combination.
know.
Yeah.
Because first I was social media manager, but then I decided to take PR as well to my department, and I think it's the best solution actually, really.
So, from my point of view, people from social media and social media managers and call what you want, love tools and applications for analyzing everything. And this is perfect inspiration for people in PR. I have experience sometimes in my past job. Friday evening from my social media monitoring software, I've seen that there is one blog post about security of potential security hole in Airbank internet banking, and then I thought about. Is beginning of crisis, or it's only a lone blog post which I can ignore, or what to do with it, how to handle with it. And I use Wordle.net. You know the tool for analyzing word cloud, and analyze other articles about security of internet banking. And I've seen that there are many of similar slovní spojení, povězte mi někdo. Links with wording and messaging is the same. So this is the reason why I started to call to bosses of IT security and prepared some statements and waited for Monday if some journalists will write about it. This is other inspiration for people in social media. In social media is common to respond very quickly. In public relations, you want to have everything prepared and approved and discussed with legal department and CEO and other people. For this is not time now in media and in social media. But if you know that you have some time for preparing, just do it. because you can align messaging, you can prepare talking points. Of course, you're creating some documents that you maybe will put in trash and delete it or archivate it, it's the same. But from PR you can learn that you must be prepared for many ways how to deliver the message to your target audience. From social media, PR managers can learn how to use the tools that there are lots on internet and how to analyze potential crises. My one advice to both groups: communication in real world is event oriented. The news are not beginning in social networks. Social networks sharing the news and discussing about the news. But if you are a PR manager and you are analyzing what are social networks discussing about and what people share, you can identify some trends. You can see that if you live in social media, you will see that if people discussing about something on Twitter, in 2 days it will discuss on Facebook, and a day after maybe some journalists will write about this. This is the things that you can learn from social networks, and if that people cooperate. If PR manager cooperate with social media manager, they can prepare all the company for it. They can prepare question and answers document, which consume a lot of time, and you must preparing some documents instead of procrastinating on Facebook and Twitter and other social networks. But it's very important to do it before you need it. So that's some points from my mind. I think what are your experience? Are you working for? Are you who is freelancer here? Okay. Who is working for corporation? And other people. What are you doing? Agency?
From
NGO students? With students? 2, 3. Okay. many of targets. Maybe ask me about something regarding the cooperation and inspiration from PR to social networks and other way.
Can you recommend some of the tools you want to talk about?
Some tools, it's problem to find some tools for monitoring of social networks, which is for free. In Czech Republic, I tried Ataxo, I tried Newton, I tried something from Underman. And I cannot recommend one. I think if only one, because the benefits of the tools are not comparable. You must compare it for your objective and for your strategy. But it's no problem to ask that companies to get trial access and try to what was the best for your proposals. So this is the problem. You cannot use only Google Alerts and mentions and other free tools, because you cannot focus on some segments and some groups or type of networks. But it's many tools, many free tools for analyzing of words and analyzing of messaging, and of course the basics. I think for PR managers and social media managers is to have access to Google Analytics of your company web pages because you will see what are people seeking before they enter your website. Which pages are people visiting and how time they are spending there. So I think this is important, but you cannot you must think about and analyze it in your brain. You cannot expect that any software will provide you with guide and advice how to do your work better.
I meant the software for code analysis.
I use Wordle.net, which is Java based, but it's good. It's free, and the outputs are perfect for presentations for your clients and for management because you can change the colors and shapes. And it's important. People from PR know that the form is important, how to present your outputs. I think people from social media, my experience is that they put some numbers in place and think that that's all. No, numbers are good, and if the numbers are perfect, it's better than but you must find a form how to present it to your managers and to your clients, people who are paying your bills.
I have a question about the spam words. If you check it, if you use the spam checkers, because I work in a company where we use only English, so I know that, for example, now it was then dear, when you begin your email with dear, then it's like spam. If there is like click on, then there's a spam.
I prefer, yes, I use spam filters, but I check spam folders for the emails and comments and other content, because sometimes spam filters are not perfect. So you have to check it because you want to know what are people putting on your forum, on your web, or what emails are you sending to you, because you can analyze it and sometimes you will find some pattern why they are spamming you.
We are starting the business. Was it the right time to start communication public communities?
It depends on in which stage are you. You have only idea, or you know how your product will be.
I know how it will work, and we started development.
So I think the right time is now because you cannot say everything, but you can discuss with your potential customers how the product will be designed, what will be the price, and you will get feedback, and I think feedback is very important. And good tactic is to share information before you will enter the market, because if there will be some negative feedback and some negative comments, you can deal it before you will start selling the product. Because people who wants to say you that something is wrong or something is good react quickly. But customers don't react in the time when you are announcing anything, but thinking about it and reading some comments. So if you will go with communication to the world now, you will get some feedback, and you can change your messages and communication strategy, and you can make some changes in your product before you enter the market. So don't be afraid to communicate.
Now I'm communicating personally with people who I think are my potential customers, because I'm afraid of inspiring experience.
it's typical question. I have perfect idea, but I want to share it. I don't want to share it because I think that my competitors will do something. But they have own strategy what to do. And if the product or service is not commodity, don't be afraid to do it, because your competitor have other strategy, don't have sources, and don't have time, and don't have people for changing their products to better compete with you.
I don't want to disturb you, but you can continue a discussion. It isn't a problem. I just want to say that social beer contest is already running in the. And so if you want to go there, just go. If you want to stay, stay and discuss. It's no problem. It's up to you. Okay. So
Okay.
if you have more questions, you can stay. Or.
So are we going for beer or discuss?
No.
You want to hear, right?
No. I will not drink another beer because I have to drive to Prague this evening.
I think there's a few months. Okay. That's